I'm Tomasita Medal, and I want to address why we named the Raza Studies Department, which is now known as Latina. So I'd like to share with you. So I'm going to read it so I don't run out of time. We first heard of the concept of La Raza when Roger Alvarado, who was the chairman of our Latin American student organization, he's the first person over here. When Roger Alvarado came into our Latin American student organization meeting and told us that we had just become members of the Third World Liberation Front. I'd like to explain to you what Third World means. The first world is the Western European sphere of influence. The second world is the Soviet sphere of influence. The third world is all the people of color of the whole world who are exploited by the first two worlds. Okay, so, as taught to us by Roger Alvarado 50 years ago. But that since, okay, so we had just become members of the Third World Liberation Front, but since there were two organizations on campus representing students of our heritage, we would have to unite and merge, because the Third World Liberation Front could only receive us united as one. Roger explained to us that a Mexican philosopher, José Vasconcelos, had introduced the concept of La Raza Cósmica, the cosmic race, into the intellectual atmosphere. La Raza represented a new race on Earth, a cosmic race that was the combination of the indigenous people of what is now called the Americas, combined with the people of the Iberian Peninsula, Spain and Portugal, as well as the people of Africa who had been brought to these lands. The beauty of the term La Raza is that it unifies us. It includes all of us. It celebrates our indigenousness. That is why we named our department La Raza Studies. What unites us is our common bloodline as indigenous people of the Americas, combined with varying combinations of Spanish, Portuguese, and African descent. La Raza includes everyone: Mexicans, Central Americans, South Americans, Latinas, Latinos, Chicanas, Chicanos, whereas terms like Latino excludes Mexicans and Chicanos, and Mexican Chicana excludes Latinos, Latinas. What was happening in the 1960s was that people of color were seizing control of their identities, their names. Black people said, "Do not call me Negro. Black is beautiful. I am black and I am proud. Call me black." Asian people said, "Do not call us Oriental. We are Asian. Call us Asian." We, Raza, acknowledged that the reason we were discriminated against was because we were brown, indigenous, which we had in common throughout the Americas. We did not want to be called Latin American anymore. We wanted to celebrate that we are from this land, that we are La Raza Cósmica, that brown is beautiful. Unlike our black and our Asian relatives, however, our self-definition has not been respected in the ensuing decades. First, to quell the growing pride in our indigenous heritage spreading across the land, Republican Vice President Spiro Agnew, in a speech, introduced the term Hispanic, a term that implied that we were illegitimate wannabe children of Spain, a term that erased our indigenous unity and spread confusion and insecurity everywhere and was quickly catapulted into widespread use. Sometime in the 50 years after our founding, certain La Raza Studies faculty decided that La Raza Studies was too radical and that the name of the department should be changed to something more comfortable for universities across the land to accept for Raza Studies graduates applying for postgraduate studies. So they filled out the paperwork and submitted it to the Academic Senate and the University Administration, and the name was changed without consultation with the department founders, the students, nor the community. What has been lost by this is the strength of our self-definition. Our department was founded to tell our story from our point of view, to share the wisdom of our indigenous ancestors, our traditions, our people's worldviews, to tell our histories and herstories from our people's viewpoints. We were not founded to make people comfortable. We were founded to finally tell the truth about what has happened on this continent, to this continent, and to our peoples. In truth, we feel that a degree in La Raza Studies is just as attractive and compelling to a postgraduate admissions officer at Stanford or at Harvard as a degree in the awkward Latina/O studies. It's way hipper. Tell the truth. What is great about this reality is that if there's a will to change it, there's a way. What has been done can be undone. Perhaps now the Raza community of San Francisco State, founders, community, students, faculty can communicate and reconsider and come to a new consensus. My question is, how would you feel about changing the name back to La Raza Studies? Anybody? How many would like to change it back to La Raza Studies? Okay. How many like the term Latino, Latina? Okay. How many like the term Latinx? Thank you. Okay, my phone number is, take it down, it's 415-629-5044. Call me, let's do something about this. Thank you, and come and talk to me afterwards too. Thank you.